Galactic Heart Messages. Living with Sheldan Nidle, and a peek into the life of Supa, a galactic, light body healer. An excerpt from Your Galactic Neighbors. Aloha. People often ask me, what is it like to live with Sheldan? Sheldan and I have been life partners for the past 8 years. For over 11 years, I have known him and supported his message. Because Sheldan is in constant contact 24/7 with his galactic friends, many assume that I, too, experience contact in the same way he does. That has not been true for me. Certainly, while I have enjoyed a few personal galactic encounters, I could count them on the fingers of one hand. When Sheldan started writing this book, it was as if a high-frequency vortex had opened in our home, giving me, at least for the duration of the book's writing, the gift to connect telepathically with our galactic neighbors. When I first partnered with Sheldan, he was presenting 2 weekly updates from the Galactic Federation of Light and Spiritual Hierarchy. When he sat down at the computer to take dictation, I quickly learned not to sit behind him, as the intense energies and high frequencies immediately put me to sleep. Throughout the years, I have adjusted and no longer react that way. I enjoy the days when Sheldan receives the update information because he is in such a euphoric state of beingness. I call him my bliss bunny. This joy permeates our entire home. However, the night before an update, Sheldan invariably falls asleep around 8 p.m., during which time he is receiving inserts of data and involved in discussions upstairs concerning the next day's information. For me, the energies are buzzing on the night before an update, and I am routinely wide awake until about 2 or 3 a.m. When I enter our bedroom, I usually find a beautiful, large Syrian blue ball of light above Sheldan, and hundreds of tiny dots of white light twinkling all around him. I've grown accustomed to this and no longer consider it unusual. When Sheldan started to write this book, the first Galactic Federation members to work with him were of the human race. I would come home from my errands and as I walked up the stairs, I could feel loving, uplifting energies from the visitors he met that day. When I asked him whom he worked with today, he would give me a brief outline of the information they had given him. My bliss bunny would be happy but also very drained. During these sessions, he was instructed to drink lots of water and found himself taking long naps in the middle of the day. He would also sleep his usual 8 hours at night. For weeks, all he did was eat, sleep, and write. One day, as I returned home from shopping, I felt the usual uplifting, loving energies. But instead of being wrung out and drained, Sheldan was energized. I began with the non-human members today, the Arcturians to be precise, he informed me. They are so loving and gracious. They are renowned healers throughout our galaxy. They invited Supa, a female light body assistant, to align my energies during our session. I feel great. Several days later, I came home and as I climbed up the stairs I felt a very dense, coarse energy. Sheldan was lying on the couch barely able to lift his head to greet me. "Whom did you meet with today?" I exclaimed. "The Bellatricians," he muttered. "They are a dinosaurian reptilian hybrid. Their energy is very daunting. All day I felt hot, like I had a fever with strange aches and twinges that came and went. It was obvious to me that his session with the Bellatricians had been physically challenging. I suggested that he ask Supa to be present every day to align his energy fields with those of the various visitors. This he did, and Supa was assigned to us during the writing of this book. We grew to love Supa, and both of us cherish our time with her. My time with Supa. Supa became a frequent visitor in our home. I was curious about her personal life, her culture, and her Earth experience as a light body assistant. In the beginning my communication with her was through Sheldan. We would talk with her and he would tell me what she was saying. Soon, I realized I knew what was being said before Sheldan could translate for me. With Supa's nurturing and Sheldan's patience, I learned to trust what I was receiving, pictures complete with emotions, the whisper of a voice and the intuitive impressions that can only be interpreted through the heart. Telepathy is the language of the soul. Sheldan's caring help escalated my ability to successfully communicate, first, with Supa, and later with other galactic beings of light. The time I spend with Supa is filled with love and laughter. She looks at the bright side of life. It is with great honor that I introduce Supa to you, through sharing a combination of questions and answers, and a few short stories. Question: Supa, what brought you to Earth? Supa, about 2 years ago when I came to observe your world, I was awed by Earth's beauty, the diversity of humans living both on and in your planet, and with the variety of animals, insects, fish, birds, minerals, flora, and fauna. Earth enjoys a unique representation of all life found throughout our Milky Way galaxy. Your planet abounds with nature's splendor. After soaking in Mother Earth's beauty and paying homage to her, I went to the more populated areas. The conditions of people living in squalor absolutely shocked me. I observed whole clans literally living on garbage dumps and surviving. My heart broke, and I vowed to help Mother Earth and all her inhabitants to transform and realize their potential. I consider it an honor to participate in the awakening of Earth's humanity. As my research continued, I found the hearts of your people aching to be liberated and to live in peace. Your oppression has been great and you have been manipulated for over 13 millennia. And yet, with all the oppression that you have lived through, your hearts have survived and yearn to discover who you really are, and to return to our Creator. The human spirit is truly amazing. Know that you are celebrated throughout the universe. We, the Arcturians, have been an integral part of Earth's history for eons. Our timekeepers brought the original galactic calendar to your planet. Later, the Pleiadians modified it. The galactic calendar is a consciousness tool used to put you in sync with the time clock of our galaxy. It helps you learn to experience time instead of just measuring it in a linear fashion. Our galaxy has a natural rhythm or pulse, providing a time to rest and a time for action. As you learn to ride the wave of energy, you will find that your life unfolds with more grace. As members of the Galactic Federation of Light, we bring our healing expertise to the medical teams and our profound understanding of love's grace to all beings evolving in our galaxy. Our contributions are highly revered and honored by the Galactic Federation Councils. Since the destruction of Atlantis and your fall into limitation, we have taken an active role in assisting with Earth's ascension process, your return to universal love. At this time, she took the opportunity to show me a picture of Earth's horses running free with their manes and tails flowing in the wind. There is a wild horse enjoying the freedom of the open range in every human heart, she stated. I deeply resonated with this analogy. In the movies, when a horse is returned to the open range, my heart sings with joy and I become liberated with it. Supa on work. Supa expressed her delight in being assigned to assist Sheldan and me for the duration of this book and with the continuing integration of our light bodies. We enjoyed each other's company and shared information about our respective cultures. At first, when Supa spent time with us, she found the everyday things we did fascinating. She followed me to the grocery store to buy groceries, she was aghast at the food's lack of life force, and returned home with me to prepare meals, clean dishes, sweep the floor, vacuum carpets, dust furniture, wash and iron clothes, clean toilets, etc. It took only a couple of days' observation for her to grow weary. Proudly, Supa told me that she has never cleaned a thing in her life. They use either replicator technology or as they think it, so it is. Question: often, at Sheldan's lectures, people have expressed their concern regarding the new technologies. Some say they enjoy cleaning and don't want their lives to change. What advice can you give to them? Supa: for those of you who wish to keep ironing your clothes, you are welcome to do so. Once you learn to live in cooperation and harmonious community, you will have more time and opportunity to explore what brings you joy. Imagine doing what makes your heart dance and sharing your joy with others. As your individual originality is allowed to blossom, you will return to being enthusiastic co-creators with God in ways you cannot imagine today. Currently, in your society, you are kept quite busy just trying to make enough money to pay your rent, buy your food, and meet your car loan. It is by design from those who are in power to keep you running in place and too tired, when you do have time, to explore your creativity. In a galactic society, we care for each other first, while allowing ourselves to be cared for also. Our work is joyful and we consider it to be more like play. Question: if you were back on your home world, what would you be doing? Supa: I would be celebrating life and oneness with the universe. I belong to the Temple Clan, or what you might call the Priestess-Priest Council. Like most galactic societies, we live in the interior of our beloved planet, while maintaining sacred temple sites at specific node points on our planet's surface. At these sacred temples, we sing, tone, and dance around a holographic fire. The fire is for purification. Through rituals, we use sacred geometric symbols to keep our biosphere and planet in balance. We lovingly commune with our forests, plants, rocks, animals, and our home world. We value and respect our symbiotic relationship to all living things. If one element is out of balance, we are all affected. In fact, our entire galaxy and beyond are affected. With this knowledge, we consider it our joyous responsibility to teach others about the importance of maintaining balanced energies through the grace of love. Ritual is exhilarating and satisfies my sole purpose. When I travel the galaxy as a member of the Galactic Federation of Light, I am, by vocation, a specialized light body assistant. Arcturians are renowned healers throughout this galaxy and beyond. We are called to assist when a society is ready to make a dimensional shift. You and your planet are unique in that you are accomplishing your ascension in an unprecedentedly short period of time. Through the grace of our Creator, divine intervention has been decreed. We are in deep gratitude for the opportunity to assist Mother Earth and her people in their ascension celebration. Question: what do Arcturians eat? Supa: we eat mostly vegetables, fruits, and grasses unique to our planet. My favorite food is a sweet, starchy fruit that is orange and purple in color. It grows by the oceans on trees. We do not need food to sustain life. We energize our bodies through light. We eat to celebrate our planet, each other and the oneness of everything. Sharing food with others is done in ritual, honoring the spiritual union we have with the plants and our planet. For us, food provides an opportunity to partake in the wonders of physicality, taste, color, feel, texture. We enjoy the sensation of ingesting different foods. Food is about joy and relaxation. We eat only very small quantities. Question: Supa, you went to the dentist with me. Please tell us how you keep your teeth healthy. Supa: we eat a thistle type of plant to clean our teeth. The plant contains enzymes for cleaning. As we chew it, our gums are stimulated, thereby remaining healthy. Again, we have an agreement with the plant and we always give thanks for the plant's service to us. We never have to visit a dentist. I was horrified observing you in the dentist chair. I found your dental practices invasive and barbaric. Question: what is the average life expectancy on your planet? Supa: we live to be approximately 1000 Earth years. In your years, I am in my late 200s, which is still very young. Question: please describe your living quarters on the ship. Supa: my living quarters aboard our ship are very simple. I guess you would describe my room as zen-like. The decor is primarily exotic plants and crystals from my home world. Since I have a symbiotic relationship with the plants, they provide comfort and the energy of home. The crystals are used for rituals. I have one chair that molds to my body's specifications. The chair is organic. If I entertain guests, my replicator creates additional organic seating arrangements as needed. However, most entertaining is enjoyed in the many common areas provided throughout the ship. Our ships are large, organic, sentient computers. The walls provide soft, natural luminescent light. You will not find doors. All we need to do is communicate telepathically with the wall for it to open and it accommodates our wishes. Since the walls and floors are organic, they are self-cleaning. The floors support us in a way that is difficult to describe. We tend to glide instead of physically walking the way you do. We clean ourselves with sonic showers. They clean by using a non-intrusive frequency that leaves us feeling relaxed, rejuvenated, and ready to go. The computer lets us know when the process is complete. When we are living on our ships, we have hydroponic gardens to supply us with our favorite plants. The holodeck environment emulates the frequencies of our sun and the energy fields of our planet. This symbiotic process replicates the atmosphere required for the plants to thrive. Supa on laughter. One Sunday morning, Sheldan and I were feeling drained of energy, our bodies were aching and we were generally out of sorts. We were planning to go to the movies but neither one of us had the energy. Then Supa joined us. She took one look at us and started laughing, or, should I say, whinnying. Her whinny is life-altering and infectious. Supa, I see your life force is a little low today. Perhaps a little laughter will help. Laughter raises frequencies. I believe you have a popular adage that says laughter is the best medicine. Higher vibrations transmute lower vibrations. It is a universal law. Laughter works on all four of your bodies: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Now let me see. Yes, I've been wondering about where all of your horse proverbs come from. It will be fun to name as many as we can. Supa, Sheldan, and I had a good time coming up with the following horse proverbs. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's a horse of a different color. Don't put the buggy before the horse. Straight from the horse's mouth. Don't beat a dead horse. Judge not the horse by its saddle. Don't change horses in midstream. Horse laugh. That's just plain, old, good horse sense. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Horsing around. Horseshoes are for luck. As children, both Sheldan and I loved the 1950s television show, Mr. Ed. It was about a talking horse. We started singing the infamous theme song as I galloped around the house. We felt like kids again, laughing and forgetting all about our aching bodies. Supa's heart was happy. Her mission to harmonize all four of our bodies was accomplished through laughter. She told us that it is important to remember to horse around when feeling blue. Supa on posture. One afternoon, Supa came to visit. She was returning from a light body symposium and I asked her what she had learned. She told me that the Angelic Council chairing the gathering wanted the galactic and angelic medical teams to find a way to get us to sit with our legs uncrossed. Our medical teams are giving us messages and promptings, as we sleep, to make us aware of the damage we do to our body alignments by crossing our legs when we sit. It stops circulation, damages the nervous system, disrupts the flow of our energy meridians, puts unnecessary strain on muscles and tendons, and throws our hips and spines out of alignment. Since she brought this to our attention, Sheldan and I have made a conscious effort to break this unhealthy habit, and he has been more successful than me. From childhood, I have automatically crossed my legs when I sit. I realize the importance of correcting this habit. I want my body temple to be able to receive the incoming spiritual energies with ease and grace. While attending my weekly women's group, I noticed, after meditation, that 5 out of 7 women crossed their legs. I shared with them the information that the angelics want us to sit without crossing our legs, due to the damage it does to our alignments. To my surprise, they all agreed, telling me they were aware of this and are trying to correct the habit. I found their response fascinating and a tribute to our angelic and galactic medical teams. Another confirming story is from my mother. She is 81 years old. I was talking with her on the phone when she told me that her back hurts every time she crosses her legs. She acknowledged her awareness of the damage she has done all these years by improper sitting. I had not said a word to her. I smiled and supported her realization that she needs to sit properly. Again, good work, med teams. Meeting the Bellatricians. The Bellatricians are a dinosaurian reptilian hybrid. They are former members of the Ankara Alliance, acting as the chief administrators for the Draconian Empire. 9 years ago, they signed the Treaty of Ankara and became members of the Galactic Federation of Light. As I was sitting at our computer finishing up some correspondence, Sheldan came to me, stating that my time on the computer was over. It was his turn to continue writing his book on our galactic neighbors. I told him that I was almost finished, I just needed 10 more minutes. He agreed, and I continued to type. Suddenly, I experienced a burning, electrical sensation, a bombardment of very dense energies and frequencies surrounding me. Then I felt a rod of energy blast down the center of my being. A wave of nausea permeated my entire body. Dizziness swirled inside my body like a tornado around my spine, and yet I noticed, on the outside, how extremely calm I was. I doubled over our computer and shouted for Sheldan. I think I'm going to be sick. I don't know what happened, it's so sudden. As I said these words, the nausea lifted and the faces of 2 beings appeared before my mind's eye. They were apologizing for coming in with such force and intensity. I was grateful that the intense physical feelings vanished as quickly as they had come. At the same time, when those 2 reptilian faces appeared in my conscious awareness, I was extremely frightened. Then I realized I was in Sheldan's chair and that they were expecting him. After all, they did have an appointment. I relayed to Sheldan what I was experiencing, and he replied in a very matter-of-fact manner, "Oh yes, today I'm meeting with the Bellatricians. They are right on time." Wanting to flee, I immediately signed off the computer. Then, I made a conscious choice to breathe, take a moment to center myself and engage in a conversation with these 2 beings. After all, they are my neighbors. I introduced myself and communicated that it was my heart's desire to get to know them. They agreed, and now a 3rd being joined them. Our communication was through telepathy. I'm not proficient at deciphering all the images and voices, complete with emotions, that come in simultaneously, but I will do my best to share my experience. Again, they apologized. They are learning to walk softly. They showed me a picture of our biker gang, the Hells Angels. They are known to storm a place with their energies, giving everyone the message, "Move over, we have arrived. Don't mess with us." And yet, once you get to know some of the bikers personally, you discover they also have a gentler side. For eons, the Bellatricians had presented themselves as tyrannical overlords in our galaxy. They were the oppressive ruling class for the Draconian Empire. Now, they are transforming. It is their aspiration to be accepted as trusted members of our galaxy. I saw a side of them that, quite frankly, surprised me. They are very curious beings and their hearts are benevolent. They yearn to connect with Earth humans and heal the wounds of our past. They want to exchange perspectives on our shared history. They are 3D beings going through their own ascension process. They are very proud of what they have accomplished in a short period of time. With great pride, they are creating a new society that is actively participating in the councils of the Galactic Federation. As my fear lifted, I took time to really look at my new neighbors. I was admiring the attractive, luminescent quality of their multicolored, scaly skin. It was many shades of green and yellow, with some orange-red. Their yellow eyes were large and protruding, and conveyed more warmth than I had ever thought possible. Since we were communicating through telepathy and their mouths never opened, I didn't see their razor-sharp teeth. They thanked me for acknowledging their beautiful skin. This took me by surprise. Of course, they could hear my thoughts. They were very grateful that I could appreciate the magnificence of their multicolored skin. This gave them hope that, with time and experience, Earth humans will learn to accept them. Their hearts sent out the most loving embrace. I was moved to tears. They did confess, however, that they have yet to see beauty in a human's physical appearance. They told me they were exploring humor that they encountered throughout our galaxy. They tend to be very solemn, serious beings, and humor is something they have yet to grasp. In particular, they fail to understand Earth humor. So much of it seems to be aimed at another's misfortune. Why is this funny? I didn't have an answer for them, because I, too, do not relate to most humor found on planet Earth. This is one reason I have felt that I don't belong here and must come from another planet. I reminded them to walk softly whenever they come to visit us. I now understand, firsthand, what Sheldan experiences when various groups come to share with him. He has learned to bridge these energies. I am learning. They expressed to me their sincere desire to make amends for the atrocities they have performed throughout the ages. They are letting go of their selfing attitude and learning to embrace the joy received when in service to others. They wish to have a gentle introduction to those who can open their hearts, forgive who they were in the past and accept who they are today. They are open to connecting with those who wish to have an experience in Dreamtime. The more open and accepting we can be, the more likely we are to attract an otherworldly experience. They shared with me a popular quote among light workers here on Earth: remember, we are spiritual beings having a dinosaurian experience. In return, I smiled and we said our goodbyes until the next time we meet. Closing. Our global society's next evolutionary step is to become a galactic society. We are approaching the divine time when, once again, we can take an active role in our galaxy. There are millions of planets, star systems, and star nations for us to visit. While Sheldan was writing this book, our home's vibrational frequency was raised, allowing me the opportunity to communicate with some of our galactic neighbors. I had been asking for this opportunity for quite some time, and I was ecstatic. Finally, my telepathic ability was opened. However, since Sheldan has completed the book, our home has returned to its normal frequency. My telepathic connection has dimmed, it is sporadic and not nearly as clear. Nonetheless, I deeply appreciate the depth of the experiences I gained as a result of this book. These encounters changed my life. Supa's unconditional love expanded my heart. And the Bellatricians made it possible for me to overcome my fear, by showing me that I have the capacity to love all of God's creation. It is Earth's destiny to evolve, ours, to meet our galactic neighbors. One purpose of this book is to introduce to you a few of those neighbors so that you can remember who they are and who you are in relation to them, and prepare our planet for reunion. They are offering us their sincere friendship and the wisdom of their evolutionary experiences. Thank you, Sheldan, for this grand opportunity. I am truly forever grateful.